I've been wanting to ask you this. This character you play, Sarah Pierce.
Yeah.
I look at Sarah Pierce, I look at the other characters you've chosen to play in your career, and I wonder, given, again, the eclectic nature of your choices, whether or not you actually learn things from the characters that you play. So I can see a number of lessons coming out of the life of
I definitely, yeah, I definitely do, and it's something that I don't realize, I think, that it's happening at the time. It's only when I walk away, and even now, just talking about little children again, it's over a year since we made the film, you know, I realized just how much I did take away from not only the experience, but also playing that woman. And it does happen, it very much depends on the role, but I think also I'm possibly subconsciously drawn to characters that I in some way know I'm going to either have tremendous fun playing or, you know, go through extreme amounts of pain playing, but certainly at the end of the day walk away knowing something different about myself. And that's absolutely happened. It definitely happened with little children.
So Sarah Pierce was fun or pain, to your point?
She was both. She was definitely both. I mean, I think it's the first time that I've ever played somebody who had incredible weakness as well as strength. You know, more often than not, I've played a lot of very hot-headed, feisty, passionate individuals, and Sarah is all of those things, but she's emotionally numb as well at the beginning of this film, and she transforms completely throughout the course of the story. But I had never seen that kind of an emotional voyage in a film script. I really hadn't seen something so profound and so linear in that way. It was quite remarkable to me that a woman could start in a desperate, very lonely, sad place and experience such great, you know, pleasure and pain through the course of falling in love with this man that we just saw. You know, she meets in the playground by the swing set, and she's a completely different person at the end of the movie, and I just wanted to go on that journey. But it was very hard because Sarah, you know, she has qualities as a woman and as a parent that I, as you know, just a mom, Kate, that I don't actually respect. And I think if I knew her, if I really knew this woman, I would just have to give her a piece of my mind. And that was very new to me, very, very new, to be forced to, well, not forced, but to embrace a woman and to sympathize with a woman whom I didn't like that much. Because that as well, I think, is part of acting too. You know, you can't walk into something just thinking, well, I don't like this character. I mean, I loved her, absolutely loved her, but in my own sort of quiet way, I had to come to understand why she does things she does, why she behaves the way she does with her child. You know, she's a less than brilliant parent. Why is she married to the man she's married to? He's completely wrong for her. Trying to just figure all of that out for myself in building the backstory for Sarah, which is something I would always do, but it was particularly important to have that backstory, that sort of history within myself, just so that she was grounded and real, number one, but also so that I really understood who she was, who she had been, who she had aspired to be, and suddenly wasn't, in leading this life whereby she's living in a part of suburbia she never expected she'd even go and visit, let alone live there, in a house she doesn't like, married to a man she doesn't love, and she suddenly has this child and she has no job. You know, this is not the life I think she had planned for herself. So the sense of isolation and desperation is really enormous.